Welcome to Excel tutorial. Today, I'll teach you how I have created my sales pipeline tracker in Excel. So with the help of this sales pipeline tracker, like you can track all the sales, how it's coming, so from which channel it's coming, and we are assigning to which agent. So completely you'll be able to track all these things with the help of this sales pipeline tracker. And also it comes with the dashboard. So where you can see how much is going to be the profit, how many prospects we have, how many like sales have been closed, everything you'll be easily able to track with the help of this particular sales pipeline tracker. So I'll teach you how you can create this sales pipeline tracker. So first, let's see how the sales pipeline tracker is going to look like. So here is how my sales pipeline tracker will look like. So first I have the setting sheet. So where I can try to like list down what are all going to be the stages, like the sales stages, like prospect, evaluation, like proposal, all these are going to be the sales stages. And then we can have like list down all our sales representative names. So all our sales agent names, we can just try to list down over here. Then we have the pre-sale stage, whether they are in the negotiation or the proposal, like demo stage. So there can be some different stages. So we can list down all the pre-sale stages. Then I have the status. So what are going to be the different stages? And then the currency, what is going to be the currency we know. Next, we have the input sheet. So where we have the title, like what is going to be the project. So project one, then contact. I have listed down all the complete, like in the input sheet, the complete details of the sales is like given over here. So what is going to be the expected earnings and what is going to be the income. So at the last, we also have the sales stage. So whether it is closed or it's open, so whether it's in the proposal stage, everything we'll be able to see it over here. So this is the complete input sheet over here. So next we have the dashboard sheet. So where at the dashboard sheet, I have what is going to be the earnings and what is going to be the, like the sales funnel we have. So different categories we have. Then we have the sales representative analysis. So for each and every sales representative, how many they have closed, how many is waiting, rejected, all these things we'll be able to see. So I'll teach you from scratch how you can actually create a sales pipeline tracker like this. Let's get started. I have opened a new Excel and then I have named the workbook as sales pipeline. So first let's go and try to change the sheet to settings. So this is going to be the settings sheet. So here, let me try to completely select this. And let me say merge center and have the title as settings over here. I'll increase the size of this. And let's try to fill this with a light color. And we can also make this bold. So this is going to be the title of this particular sheet. So below this one, we are going to have some different important like categories we are going to list down over here. So first, let's try to have the sales stage. So then I have the sales representative names. Then I have the pre-sale stage. And at last, I have the status over here. So here we can try to go and like enter the different stages. Let's say if I going to consider the sales stage, so we can have like different stages like a prospect stage. So prospect stage we can have, then we can have the evaluation, then we can have the proposal, then we can have negotiation, then we can have like the sale has been closed one, and then we can, let's say we have closed, lost. That is, we have like closed the sale, whether we have lost the sale or whether we have won. Okay, so that one we have it over here. So all these are going to be the titles. So I can just try to increase the size of this. I can just try to make this more. Also, we can fill this with the different colors. So I'll just centerline all the sticks. So next is we can try to have like list down all our sales representative over here. So let's try to list down all the sales representative. So I'll say John, then we'll have Smith. So then let me try to have Alex and Peter. Okay, so these are going to be the different sales representative who we are going to have. Then we have the pre-sale stage. So here I can like list down all the pre-sale stage. So let's try to have the negotiation. Then we can have like proposal sent. Then a qualified lead. Then we can have a demo stage. So like this, we can just try to have some pre-sale stage. Then at last, we have the status. Okay, so what is going to be the status? So I'll have whether they have booked. And then like we can have under payment stage. So then we have like the proposal has been cancelled or like whether it has been rejected by them. So then we can have in progress. Then we can say offer sent. So these are going to be the different status we are going to. Okay, so this is going to be the complete setting sheet. So next, we'll try to go and create another sheet. So that is going to be called as the input. So here we'll just try to input all our project details, who's going to be the representative for that. So we'll try to have a complete table over here. So first, let's try to go and completely select this. And let me say merge center, and here I'll say input. So this is going to be the title. So I'll just try to increase the size, and then I'll make this bold. Also, we can just try to fill this with the color. So below this one, we are going to have a complete table. So first is we'll have what is going to be the sales title. So that is what is going to be the sales title. We'll have first column. Then we'll have who's going to be the contact name for that particular project. So we can just try to have that. Then for which company it is going to be, or the contact is going to be belonging to which company we'll have. Then the contact information we'll have. So I'll say contact info. So next we'll have who's going to be sales representative. So then we can have the pre-sale stage. So I'll increase the width of this column. Then let's have the status. What is going to be the status for that particular project? So then I'll have the open date. So from which date is open, and then the close date, I'll have it. Next, I'm going to have the deal value. So what is going to be the deal value for that particular project? I'll a little bit adjust these columns. So then we'll have what is going to be the probability of winning. So like what is the probability, how much percentage like we'll win this particular project. Then we'll have the any notes or any remarks if you want to give, we can just give it in this particular column. Then I'll have the earning expected, and let's say what is going to be the actual profit. We can just try to list down that also. So then at last we'll have the sales stage. So what is going to be stage at which the sales is there. So these are going to be the important columns for this particular table. So I'll just try to completely select this, and I'll just try to increase the size of this one, make this bold, and also I can just try to center align this one. So here you can see wherever I'll just try to increase the width of these columns. So you can see in some places it's very small, right? So I'll just try to increase the width of these columns. Okay, so now we have the complete title row of this one. So I'll just try to completely select this one, and let's try to fill this with the color. So now we can just try to enter the details in this input sheet over here. So for here, if you see the sales representative here, we have listed down who are all going to be a sales representative over here, right? We can just try to have a drop down of this. So to create a drop down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the cell. I'll go to data, and then here I'll go to data validation. So here I'll try to select the list over here, and then let's go and try to select the source. I'll go to the setting sheet, and then here is my source, right? So I'll just try to completely select this, and then I'll give enter. So and I'll give OK. So here you can see I'll get the complete drop down of all the sales representative over here. So similarly, I can just try to completely flash fill this. So I'll have a drop down for everything completely. I'll just try to have a drop down. Next is going to be my pre-sale stage. So for pre-sale stage also, I have the different the stages I have, right? So this one also I'll just try to create a drop down. So I'll click this one. I'll go to data validation, and I'll say list. So I'll click the source, and then I'll go to the setting sheet, and then select the pre-sale stage over here. So and then I'll give OK. See, I'll get the pre-sale stage over. So I'll just try to flash fill this completely. Next, I have the status. So for the status, we have different status. So that also I'll have a drop down. So I'll click data validation. I'll go to list, and then I'll select the source. So here we have the different status. So I'll completely select the status, and then I'll give enter, and let me give OK. So here I have the complete status. So I'll just try to flash fill this. So here you can see I have the status. So similarly, last we have the sales stage. So for this also we'll have a drop down. So I'll go to data validation, and then I'll select list. I'll go to settings, and then here we have the sales stage. So I'll select this and let me give OK. So here also I'll just try to flash fill this. So this the complete input table. So here let's say I'm going to have a project one. So let's say project one. So who's going to be the contact for that particular project? Let's say Susan is going to be the contact, and the company, let's say it's going to be Meta, and the contact information we can give. So the contact information is nothing but the email ID, anything we can have. So I'll say email address like Susan at meta.com and the sales representative. So who's going to like attend this particular contact? So here I can just have a little like the drop down. I can just try to go and select Mike is going to be the contact person, and then what is going to be the sales stage over here. So let me say the sales stage is going to be in the demo stage, and then here like what is going to be the status. So we are having like what is going to be the state like in progress. We can have the status. Then the open date and close date we can have. So the open date, let's say it's going to be like 5th September 2025. So this is going to be the open date, and then the close date we can have like whenever we're going to close this one, we can just try to have that one. So let's say the deal value, it's going to be like $34,000. So that's going to be the deal value. So this is going to be in the US dollar formatting. So right. So I'll go to home and then I can just have this as the currency. So it'll be in the currency formatting. Then what's going to be the probability? So I'll say 75%, right? So this whole thing, all this thing is going to be in percentage. So I'll have this as percentage. So 75% is going to be the winning percentage. Then any other notes, if you want to have any notes over here, we can just try to add some notes. Okay. So the last notes, whatever we have done, let's say I have sent a demo call email. So this is going to be the notes. We can just try to have it over here. And then what is going to be the earning expected from this particular sale? So let's consider the earning is going to be somewhere around $11,000. So this also is going to be a currency. So I'll just format this in US dollars for. Then the actual profit and what is going to be the sales stage, we can just try to have it. So let's say we are in the evaluation stage. So I'll just try to enter the sort. So like this, we can just try to like enter multiple projects over here, and then all these details we can just try to input over here. So now you can see I have entered some more projects and I have like updated all these columns in the input sheet. So now let's try to go and create another sheet. So that's going to be our dashboard. So I'll name the sheet as dashboard over here. And at the top, let me try to completely select this. I'll say merge center. So here I'll say dashboard. So it's going to be the title. Let me try to increase the size of this and make this bold and also build this with the color. So at the top, let's try to have some important key pointers for the dashboard. So let's say that how many projects we are going to have. So I'll completely merge center this one. So here also I'll just try to merge center. So like this, we'll just try to have some key pointers. So I'll just try to copy and paste this over here. So first, let's say like total projects. We can have it. Then like the number of sales representative. So how many sales representatives we are having, we can just try to have that over here. And then like total expected income. So we can just try to have that over here. So since we have like listed out what is going to be the expected earning expected, right? So we can just try to have that total expected income over here. And then number of closed sales we can have it, right? So these are going to be some of the important key pointers. So I'll just try to completely select this. I'll try to increase the size of this, and then let's try to make this bold. And also we can just try to fill this with the color. So we can just try to fill different colors for each and every key pointer. So here are going to be my key pointers. So I can also draw the borders for this one. So I select this and then let me try to have the all borders for this. So here if I want to get the total project, so what I need to do is I need to like count the projects from my input and then I need to give it. So here I'll say it's going to be equal to, so I'll say count and then I'll open the brackets. So here I'll go to the input sheet and then let's try to go here, and then I'll completely select this. Okay. So, and then I'll close the brackets. So when I press enter, so I have used the count formula. So I think here we need to use the count A, like count the numerical values. So count A will actually like count the text values also. So I'll use the count A, I'll open the brackets, and then I'll go to the input. So I'll completely select till here. And now you can see totally I have 5 projects. So this one also we can just try to increase the size of this, and I'll make this bold. So totally 5 projects we have. Next is going to be the total number of sales representatives. So here I'll say is equal to count A, I'll open the brackets. So here I'll go to the setting sheet, and how many ever sales representative are here. So automatically it will count and give me. So totally 5 sales representative are here. Then it's going to be my sum of my total expected income. So I'll say is equal to sum. Then I'll open the brackets. So here I'll go to the input sheet. So here I have the expected earnings side. So I'll completely select this till here. And when I give sum, so this is going to be the total earnings. So I'll have this as US dollars over. So next is number of sales closed. Okay, so here I'm going to say is equal to, so count if. So with the if formula, we are going to check because we need to like find only the closed sales, right? So I'll completely select this here. Okay. So here I'll completely select, I'll give comma, and the criteria is nothing but I'll give after the comma inside the quotations, I'll say closed 1. So this is going to be the closed sales, right? So I'll give enter. So here I'll get how many sales have been closed. So only 1 sale has been closed. So automatically we'll get this. So these are going to be some of the important key pointers over here. So next, below this one, we can just try to have some graphs over here to like know how many are in the prospect stage, like for different stages we have, right? So for that, we can just try to have like different graphs. So first what I'll do is, so here you can see we have like different status, right? So maybe the status, I'll just try to completely copy this one. So here I will come a little bit to the right hand side. So let's try to paste this one. So here what I'm going to do is, I need to count how many have been booked under payment like this. I just need to count it. So there's nothing but it's going to be the status. So I'll say status over here. So here I'll say is equal to, so count it, and I'll open the brackets. So here I need to check the range. So the range is nothing but we have this going to be the complete range, right? So I can completely select the range. So this one is going to be the status, right? So I need to go and select the status over here. So here I have the status, right? So I'll completely select the status over here, and I'll come to the dashboard. So I'll give comma. So I'll give comma, and then the criteria. So criteria is nothing but here the criteria is going to be whether it's going to be booked, right? So that's going to be the criteria. So I'll like click enter. You can see I'm getting 0. So here the input sheet that is going to remain the same. So I'll just try to add the dollar symbol before, like I'll do the absolute referencing over here, but this one is going to change. So I'll just try to drag this formula over here. So I'll get 1 in underpayment, 2 in progress, and then 2 in offer sent, right? So this is going to be the state. So I can completely select this, and then let's try to create a graph for this. So I'll go to insert, and then let me try to create a bar graph for this, or a column chart. So here is my column chart. So now I'll get a column chart. So let's try to have this column chart over here. So we can say sales by status. So you can see what is going to be underpayment, all these things we'll have. So also we can even try to change the color, fill color, maybe to our theme colors itself. We'll just try to have it. So here we have the graph for the sales by status. So similarly, we have the sales representative, right? So for sales representative, how many times, whether they have been like how many projects have been assigned to them, or what is going to be the status, like that also we can just try to create some different graphs. So here let's say that we are going to create a graph for the sales representative. So here we need to create a table. So before that, I'll just try to copy this all the sales representative names over here. I'll go here, and then let's try to paste this one. So here I'll say, so count if, I'll open the brackets. So the range is going to be from here. the sales representative. I'll completely select here till here. I'll give comma. And then I'll go to the dashboard. So the criteria is going to be the name, right? So I'll close it and I'll enter. So you can see John is assigned for one project. So like that, we'll be able to see it. So here I'll just do the absolute formatting for the range. Similarly, I'll just try to drag this one completely. So here you can see all the sales representative are like assigned one project. So if I try to go and change Smith to Mike, okay. So now if I come see here, Smith is assigned to 0 project and then Mike is being assigned to 2 project. So easily you'll be able to see that from here. So for this also, let's try to create a graph. So I'll just completely select this. And then we can have like a pie chart for this. So we'll have the pie chart like this over here. So we can just try to have the chart over here. You can little bit increase the size of this. So the chart title can be like sales representative. So here we can see who's like assigned more. So we can just try to go and change the colors to our theme colors. So here we have the sales representative, like how many projects have been assigned to them. We have the chart for that. So next is that we have like what is going to be the deal value. So like this for each and every person, what is going to be the deal value, we can just try to have that also. So if I want to have that, then the same, we'll have all these people names. Then here I'm going to say is equal to sum if, and then I'll open the bracket. So first is I need to select the range. Okay, so the range here is nothing but it's again going to be the sales representative completely. I'll select, I'll give comma. Then the criteria is nothing but on the dashboard we'll have this, right? So the name is going to be the criteria, then I'll give comma. And here we are going to have the next is going to be what is going to be the deal value. So I'll completely select the deal value over here, and then I'll close the brackets. So this is going to be the sum value. So here you can see the complete range is going to be the same. So I'll do the absolute formatting over here. So since here also the sum range is also going to be the same. So I'll just try to do the absolute referencing over here and I'll press enter. So now when I just try to drag this formula over here, you can see for Smith it is 0. So for Mike it is $75,000. Everybody will get it. So I'll completely select this and let's try to have this in US dollar formatting. So now I'll completely select this and let me try to have a graph for this. So here is my chart. So I'll just try to have this chart over here. So you can see, so deal value by sales representative. So here we have what is going to be the deal value each and every person is going to close. So we'll have this in this way. So you can see with these graphs, we can like easily summarize what is going to be the deal value and how much the sales representative have contributed, how many are in progress, offer sent, everything, all these status, we'll be easily able to like track with the help of these graphs, and also the key pointers at the top. You can see what is going to be the expected income for us, and then how many like sales have been closed and how many projects till now we have got. Everything we'll be able to easily see. So this is how actually we can just try to create a sales pipeline tracker. So first we have the setting sheet, we like different status we have. So all this for this drop down, we have like different stages. So we just try to list down all these things over here. Then on the input sheet, we have like all the details completely listed on the input sheet. Then we have the dashboard. So at the top, we have the key pointers and the required graphs at the bottom. So I hope you would have understood how to create the sales pipeline tracker. So if you wish to use this particular sales pipeline tracker, I have given the link in the description. You can just try to go and download the sales pipeline tracker from there. Apart from this, I have also created multiple templates for small businesses like the CRM tracker, business planner, and many other templates I have created. So if you wish to use these templates, you can visit my website plrduck.com and then you can just try to download these templates from there. So the great thing about these templates is that they are available for both Google Sheet and Excel. And it also comes with master resale rights and commercial rights, where you can just try to edit these templates as per your wish and then share it with as many people you like. I hope you'd have liked this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more such content. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in another Excel or Google Sheet tutorial.